Yes, welcome to another City Xtra Transfer Round-up. Last time I was here by myself, but today I got my Bray back. He's here. How you doing, Bray?
Yeah. Chilling, bro. How are you?
I'm good, man. Live from Cyprus, innit?
Live, international. That's City Extra gone places.
We've gone global. Gone global, man. You're repping the end in Cyprus, which it's good to have you back. A lot of people be buzzing that you're back, innit? Obviously, you're back from standard on Thursday. But I thought we'd hit everyone up with the transfer roundup together. We'll do this together. So I guess we start as usual with the outgoings and that. But first, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to us. If you like the video, click like on the video and then join the Extra Club if you haven't already. It's there's a place waiting for everyone in the Extra Club. And jump in that Discord server if you haven't and you are already an Extra Club member because it's sick. So starting with outgoings. There's a guy called Charlie Mcneal. United are set to sign City forward Charlie Mcneal, who's 17 years old, for 750k after he rejected a professional contract at the Etihad. City are also looking at adding a number of clauses in the move. That's the Sun. Have you ever heard of this guy?
Yeah, apparently he's meant to be very, very good. But apparently he's also a United fan, so it's no real surprise that he wants to move. A bit gutting, but yeah, like I say, he's a United fan. United are coming for him and going to take him. But what we have to realise is a lot of these players, score a lot of goals in the academy, but only a few of them actually make it. So there's no point in just looking at stats for some of these younger players and getting really upset about it because sometimes it's just pointless. So yeah, get some money in, get some clauses in there which City will want to do, like a sell-on clause or something if that's possible, and then let's just move on. But yeah, a good player though, a good player.
It's like the Garcia situation, isn't it? With like Garcia is obviously a Barcelona fan, and he wants to go back there. And if he's a United fan playing for City, of course he's want to go play for United, isn't he? Especially with them being interested. Moving on to a guy who hasn't had that many chances at City, but I feel like he will get chances this year. Is Joao Cancelo? This guy's popped up back again. I know at the beginning of the transfer window, everyone was saying that he was going to leave. Mundo Deportivo are backlinking Cancelo with a move to Barcelona again. Apparently, the player is very popular at Barca. City not going to sell cheap or use a swap deal, and it's not easy to negotiate with City, because the frustration surrounding the Messi deal.
Yeah. That's a strange one. Then is that the only source, or is there any other sources saying that?
It's Mundo Deportivo via Sport Witness.
Yeah, that's a strange one. I think he's going to stay, me personally. I'd be very surprised if he wants to leave after the way he finished, the season. I thought he played all right. I don't want to see him sold, and I won't be selling him for much more than we paid than what we sold it, what we bought him for from Juve. Because that's a bit of a weird one. Unless he's knocking on the door saying he wants to leave, I'd keep him personally.
I don't think that's the case. I don't think he's going to go. I think this is just rumours cropping up again. I actually don't think Barcelona have that much money to spend, especially spend it on a right back that they don't really need right now. I don't see this happening at all, and especially since Project Restart, the Pep and Cancelo seemed to have a link up, didn't they? They had like a refresher talks where Cancelo's mindset changed completely, and that's why we've seen him included a lot. I just think with Cancelo, I think next season, I hope we see more playing right back, rotation with Walker, but it wouldn't surprise me if we do see him left back. But just a side note, speaking of the left back situation, I know it's very quiet on the left back front for City, but I didn't see much of it, but I seen highlights of Ake playing the international, and he played left back there, and he did a solid job, and he does offer exactly what we were saying about we want like a defensive left back in. Like we've said this loads of times, not an attacking left back because you have Mendy for that. He could offer that mix up, but I'm with you in the boat where you play players where they're meant to be played. And just on left back again, Lucas Digne apparently had a stormer for Everton. Apparently he played sick.
What, yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched that actually. I went to the pub and watched it. Everton look really, really good, Them new signings that they've got, Rodriguez, Allen, both played really, really well. I know Rodriguez took a lot of the shine from the game, but Allen, he was really, really good in the centre mid position. I really, really liked watching him. And Digne is a solid player. I've shouted Digne quite a lot as a potential option. He would cost a lot of money, I think, but I don't think that's going to happen now, the Digne thing. But yeah, he did play really well.
Yeah, there's well, is it less than 4 weeks now? Probably less than 4 weeks left in the transfer window. And I think now City needs to jump up again. We need to start getting things over the line. The last of our outgoings then, Eric Garcia, as always. Apparently, we're not going to lower the financial requirements for Garcia. We're demanding €40 million for him. And Barcelona haven't given up on him. That's sport via Sport Witness. Another thing says Barcelona could propose another offer to City for Garcia this week, which will be worth over 10 million, which is what their original one. And I kind of believe that one more so because it's Hagrid who's coming with that. And I just want it. If he wants to go, let him go. Get him gone. There's no point having him sitting around. But then at the same time, I'm in the boat that we need money for him.
Yeah, I'd be asking about 15 to 20 million pounds for him personally. I think that's what he's worth. And until we sign a centre back, I won't be selling him personally. I'd be keeping him at the club, especially for the money that they're offering. I've seen that Barcelona offered him apparently 7 million for him. I thought, what's the point? What's the point in getting rid of him? Keep him for the season until we get a centre back in. I wouldn't be selling him, and if I was to sell him, I'd be wanting top dollar. And for me, that's around 20 million. I think 40 million is a bit steep. I don't think Barca would pay that, but
no.
Yeah, I certainly wouldn't be giving Barcelona an easy ride on this, guys. Not with what's happened with Messi. Not with all that situation. So yeah, I'll be making him sweat a little bit though.
Yeah, I agree with that. Apparently, this is not really an outgoing in that, but this is just other transfer news. City are in line for a 4.5 million windfall if Dene joins Napoli in the transfer window. So apparently, Dene could join Napoli. Apparently, we negotiated a healthy sell-on clause when we sold into Lyon 2 years ago. So we could be in for 5 mil or 4.5 mil. So that's just a side note. Moving on to the incomings then. This one's a fresh one. Well, we did mention it the other day, but we kind of just parred it off straight away. Apparently, José Giménez from Atletico Madrid, we've made a formal offer of €89 million plus €5 million in bonuses to Atletico Madrid for Jimenez. However, Atletico reiterate that they won't sell him, and they've said he's got $120 million release clause. So if you want him, pay that.
I hope this is lies. I hope this is all, just fake news because, yes, he's a little bit younger than Koulibaly, but he's got an awful injury record I've seen. And is he better than Koulibaly? I don't personally think so. I like Koulibaly, and I just think I've got to say, guys, I think City have approached this transfer all wrong. You know what I mean? I would have just this whole going through an agent thing for me just wasn't the right process. And I think City thought they could take a battle and they'd win, and it doesn't appear that we are winning at this moment in time.
I would have liked to have started the new season with a centre back, and it doesn't look like that's going to happen now, which is terrible.
Yeah, and that's because of the way we've approached the deal. You know what I mean? We've gone in there thinking we're not going to speak to him and we'll get the deal over the line, but De Laurentiis looks like he's held his ground, and that's what it appears from the outside. And we've always said that we could be wrong, but that's how it appears from the outside. I just think City have got this one massively wrong, and now they're running scared. And you know what I mean? We've got a couple of weeks to go, and we're running around asking all the clubs in Europe for the centre backs. Could be done. I think we're going to end up spending 80-90 million on a centre back. It won't even be Koulibaly because the clubs will see that we're desperate and we'll just end up having to pay. So I don't think City have dealt with this well at all, personally. No,
it looks terrible on our part just because of now we're going to have this frantic search for a centre back if the Koulibaly deal falls through. Just on the Jimenez thing again, and you're saying you hope it's not true. Well, Fabrizio Romano has come out and said talks still on between City and Napoli for Koulibaly. Upamecano, because there's some links with Upamecano the other day. Not really much concrete stuff. Upamecano is a complicated target this summer, and apparently there's been no bid for Jimenez. So Fabrizio Romano is there saying that this is trash news, and I hope so because Jimenez doesn't have a great injury record. He really does not have a good injury record. It's terrible. I don't have the exact figures, but if you just go on transfer market and look at his injuries, it's insane. The guy's been hindered with injuries all his career. Like since 2013-14, he has. I mean, it's bad when a player has multiple pages of injuries, and it's terrible. There's like bare pages of it, and I was like, oh no. Like I think last season or maybe the season before, he missed 28 days for an injury, and it's just like the Laporte situation, and that wasn't it. But yeah, I hope that one's a dead one. And finishing off, then spoken about a little bit. Then is the Koulibaly situation. Like you say, we've handled it all wrong. Apparently, this will be a very hot week in the Koulibaly saga. City want to define the details. That's Alpha Padulo, Napoli report. When have we not heard that? We hear that every single week. Another thing, the risk of Kalidou Koulibaly deal collapsing is very real. City don't want to spend more than 70 million. If nothing changes by Sunday, he'll play against Parma. And people say that if he plays that game, then it's likely that he'll stay. That's Gazzetta with SSC Napoli News. And then another thing that feeds onto that is apparently Koulibaly's phoned De Laurentiis on Tuesday afternoon and is willing to stay at Napoli. Obviously last week he was saying that he's willing to stay. He wants a suitable contract. The player knows that his price has dropped due to COVID, but also due to a bad year. That's Repubblica via Calcio Napoli.
Yeah, well, right at the beginning of the transfer window, we've seen stuff coming out saying Koulibaly would like to come to City, but he's very, very happy at Napoli. And obviously, why wouldn't it be? Napoli a good side. He's obviously well respected there. So this wasn't going to be an easy transfer. And I just feel that, again, we've gone about this the complete wrong way. And to be honest, we're going to end up paying the price. And I believe personally, if we go into this next week, when is it our first game? Is it next Saturday?
No, we're playing on the Monday, so it's technically not next week, but...
Yeah, I honestly think if we go into the game next Monday, not having signed a centre-back, I honestly think that's disgraceful. Yeah, again, I really do. And some people might think that's strong, but, we're going against a solid outfit in Wolves, and we've still not got a centre-back who everyone can be confident in. And we've not had one all season. You know what I mean? I'm really frustrated, actually, with this one. It's really, really just starting to piss me off a little bit, this whole Koulibaly situation.
It's boring. It's really boring, and we need to get it done. And for me, City just need to just... The thing is, we're haggling over the sake of about €5 million. Like, just pay it. You'll get it back from the Garcia sale, probably. So just pay it. I don't understand. For the sake of 5 mil, just pay it and get him in the club, because he's worth more than the sake of that 5 mil to the team. Like, I imagine he's going to come in City and he's going to have a really good career here, like the rest of his career. Anyway, I hope he does. But it's getting me. You know what I mean? I'd pack them. Apparently, his bags have been packed for weeks. You know what I mean? Every week, he's packed his bags. I bet he's sick of unpacking and packing again.
Do you think we'll get him?
Yeah.
And who folds? City fold, or does De Laurentiis fold?
We fold.
With a fee?
No, we fold. Yeah. And then City look back at it and say, well, that was stupid. We should have signed this. We should have got this done ages ago. He could have been training with the team and he got it done. We'll fold. Not a chance to the Laurentiis folds, because at the end of the day, he's come out multiple times. He doesn't need to sell Koulibaly. He doesn't need the money. They're not after some massive investment somewhere. So he'll happily keep Koulibaly for another season. It saves him having to go buy a defender.
Yeah, I agree. It'd be interesting to see what people think in the comment section. Do you think City will fold, or do you think De Laurentiis fold with regards to the fee, or does City just walk away? Yeah, let us know in the comment section, innit?
Yeah. Right then, bro. That's it. We're done. That's your transfer roundup of today. I said we'll do daily ones, but this transfer window is just kind of like drop dead. Like, it's all falling in a pit. If significant stuff happens from now until tomorrow, I'll be back tomorrow. Potentially might be with LB, maybe not. But Lewis is back on Thursday, so we'll hit you up on Thursday, both of us together in the shed. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to us. If you like the video, click like on the video, consider joining the Extra Club, and we'll see you soon.